Hey everyone, Dr. Leigh Miller here, your TMJ physical therapy specialist. Today, we're going to be talking about the temporalis muscle. Pretty big, pretty important muscle. It is actually considered your #1 postural muscle for your jaw. Did you know that? So it's really involved in mandibular positioning when you're in an upright position. Some people may call it the soleus of the head, neck, and jaw region. But remember, your soleus is underneath your gastroc. So that's going to be lower leg. All right, back to the temporalis. So your temporalis is a pretty big muscle. It's going to go along your temporal bone or your temporal fossa. And it's going to attach into your coronoid process. It is involved in mandibular elevation, right? So closing, mandibular protrusion, and something fun called ipsilateral excursion of the mandible. So ipsilateral excursion is essentially single-sided movement of the mandible, right? So how do you release this muscle? And why would I want to release this muscle? Great question, Dr. Miller. Here's your answer. If you feel like you're getting these temporal headaches, those headaches that wrap around your head in that ram's horn fashion, right? That can also go into your suboccipital muscles at the base of your skull, which are a beast in and of themselves, but these can contribute and refer. If you feel like you're getting a lot of pain and headaches that sort of go into the eye region, this could be your temporalis muscle. So let's release it. This is one of the 4 muscles of mastication or chewing. Remember, those are going to be your masseter, your lateral pterygoid, your medial pterygoid, and now your temporalis. So, in order to release your temporalis, you can do this externally or you can do this intraorally. Today, we're going to do this externally, okay? So, because it's such a vast muscle that has a lot of variability in muscle fibers. Remember, they go horizontal, they go vertical, they go oblique. I'm talking about the fibers themselves. It's best to release them with large surface area. So you want to take your fingers, and you can do this with your knuckles or your fingertips. I prefer fingertips, again, because I like the tactile sensation I get on the pads of my fingers. But what you're going to do is starting right at that temple, okay, and then fan shaping outward, right? So you want to fan shape with your fingers along that temporal bone. And I like to do this with both hands, right? But you can do it single-sided, up to you, depending on the severity of what you're feeling. So if you do it double-sided here, what I like to do is you're going to apply a medium to firm pressure into your head through your fingers, right? And all you're going to do is allow your head to drop down as you squeeze your fingers, right? This is a temporalis muscle release. Again, pressure into the head, and just allow that head to drop nice and slow as your fingers go along those fibers. You're going to let it go as far as you can before you reset. You can do this 10 to 15 times. Do not go fast. I do not want to hear or see you do something like this, right? We're not washing our hair, right? We're releasing our temporalis. This can also be done with just 2 fingers right at the temple. This is going to be just the anterior fiber release. This is really good if you're having those horrible temple headaches that you just can't seem to get rid of. And again, what I like to do is just nice firm pressure. Hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds and then release. You can do this 2 to 3 times throughout the day as you feel it is needed. Again, it's very important to give your muscles of mastication a little TLC, just like we give the rest of our body. We stretch our quads, we stretch our hamstrings. Very important to give our muscles of mastication some TLC. So this temporalis release is going to be a great way to just release that very large temporalis muscle, which can create all kinds of problems. Any questions, just let me know. In the meantime, happy releasing!